Hey, welcome back, comic book community. I'm Travis Grant, your friendly neighborhood comic book nerd, and I appreciate you clicking on this video today. I'm also going to talk about this box of comics that I picked up from a comic shop in Arnold, Missouri called Tater Tot Collectibles. It's a really cool shop and you should check it out. I have some footage that I shot while I was there. I also picked up two comic capsules while I was there. And these are pretty neat, and we'll kind of review these things. These are pretty cool after I review these comic books that I picked up. Alright, stay tuned and check it out.
There are $2 comic bins right here. There's a case with some graded comics right there. And this wall's really cool. All these comics are like little key issues and stuff. There was a marked comic book as is, and in that corner, all these are graded comics. All those boxes had a bunch of graded comics that I looked through. It was pretty cool. On this side of the table, where that guy's digging, was all DC comics, I believe. I didn't really dig through that side. I didn't have enough time. All those, they have dividers. So when you're digging and you don't know what you're looking for, there's like little dividers to tell you what kind of section you're in. This is a neat display too. It had a bunch of cool little minor key comics. That Iron Fist caught my eye. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, and there's just some Ghost Riders, X-Men, some Incredible Hulk, some Spider-Mans, Supermans in there. This is neat. A girl was playing a rock star on the corner right there. There's a pop wall. All the little pop Funko Pops are in there too. I believe they had some more pops down here, some toys, some baseball cards. The guy even said that they have a section next door. It had a video game section next door. That was where you check out that desk looking thing. Here's some more graded comics, and they have an X-Men #1 that was pretty cool. I think I'll get a closer look. That's pretty neat. And they had something that's killing the children, some Akira. There's a Journey to Mystery 83. There's a Golden Record reprint. There's the Iron Man right there. Iron Man 1's pretty cool. There's all kinds of cool comics in the case, man. Daredevil. Then I swing around. All that section right there was dollar bin. But right here, I think this is their newly arrived comics. That was pretty cool. They have a record section. Man, this store has it all. Even bags and boards underneath there. There's some trade paperbacks on the wall right there, and all those are dollars.
Okay, let's take a look at the comics that I picked up at Tater Tot Collectibles in Arnold, Missouri. This first issue, and all these came from the $2 bins, and they had a big selection of dollar bins. They had a bunch of $2 bins, and I only looked at the Marvel side. I didn't have a lot of time. Me and the missus drove up there to Arnold so I can check this out, and then we could check Kimswick out. It's like a little antique boutique, a bunch of boutiques and old-timey stuff. But it was pretty cool in Kimswick as well. But this issue right here is Iron Man number 281. But if you notice, this is not for resale. This is actually a toy variant. They came with a toy of a Marvel Legends toy. I guess it was an Iron War Machine toy or something that the comic came with. But I thought that was pretty neat. Probably the print run on this is probably less than it is with the toy version than it is with the original run. These are probably more scarce, I bet, the toy versions are. But they don't hold value. They're not as valuable as the other one because it's a reprint. The next is a reprint of Silk, #1, a True Believer. I thought it was pretty cool. I just picked it up because I'm probably not going to ever run into a Silk #1. And for $2, why not? I picked this Daredevil 271 up because of the neat cover, man. That cover popped with that yellow right there. It just popped. It was a cool cover. I picked up a Ghost Rider 2099 number 2. I got a couple Ghost Rider 2099s in my collection, but I don't believe I have a number 2. And plus, it's a badass cover of Ghost Rider. Check that out, man. This is a Hulk number 10. It's the Kate's Otley run. I have a couple issues of these Hulks, and they had some that I was missing at that shop, so I just grabbed them up, man. There's only 13 issues in this run, so I figured a guy can collect 13 issues and be okay, you know. It's doable. This one's pretty neat because it's a scroll variant, and it's not even the Hulk; it's a scroll. You can tell, and it's number 7, and it's a variant. This is number 9. And I believe that was like her first appearance or something. The Planet Hulk starts here. I picked this issue up, a Strange number 1. I mean, when you find and it also looks cool, dude, because you have a skull back there, and that's like Clea and the skull, and it's really neat. I think it was really cool. I figured, well, since it's a number 1, and I don't think this had a long run either. I think it was like 14 or something books also. I don't think it had a long run of this Strange comic. Awesome, dude. I forgot I picked up a Ren and Stimpy show number 24. Cool. Another Ren and Stimpy for my collection. I picked up this The Punisher issue number 53. I've been low key. Every time I find a little Punisher that I need in my collection, I just pick it up, man. And what a cool cover this is. Frank Castle blasting away on that purple background. That's neat, man. That's a good cover. I ran into some Spider-Mans. They had a bunch of Spider-Mans in the box, man. I remember this cover striking out because it's like Fantastic Four, or was it Spider-Man 4 or something, coming out in the movies around that time. I don't know. This is Amazing Spider-Man 1. The legacy number is 43. So, but it's an annual. It's Amazing Spider-Man annual. So maybe it's the 43rd annual of Spider-Man. I don't know what year this came from, but it grabbed my attention. You know, his ops cord in the background. These cameras there. It's a really neat cover, so I picked it up. Here's a variant cover of Amazing Spider-Man number 5. I have this run. This is the newer run. God, what's that guy's name? That's Wells run. It's not that great of a run, but this is a pretty neat cover as is, though. I picked up a real cool Brand New Day Spider-Man. That was a pretty cool cover. And this one is part of the Brand New Day story. Spider-Man's out in a blizzard. I like this one. It was pretty cool. Spider-Man's climbing up on the marquee. I thought that was pretty neat. I picked up a whole bunch of classic X-Men because I've been working on my classic X-Men run. And they're really a cheaper alternative than buying the original run. I picked up number 19, number 42, part of the Dark Phoenix saga. I picked up a X-Men 49, classic X-Men. I picked up a 40, and this is still part of the classic Dark Phoenix saga. I think I only have one more, and I think that's like 39 I need to collect in the Dark Phoenix saga. This is 37. The little phoenix bird coming out, and the White Queen. What's her name? I can't think of her name right now. Gosh, I can't think of her name at all. It escapes my brain. Having a brain fart moment. Dark Phoenix saga 38. So I got 37, 38, 40. Here's 41. This is pretty rad. Still in the Dark Phoenix. This is cover 18. It's classic X-Men number 18. I think that does it for the classic X-Men. I picked up Wolverine number 45. I got a little Wolverine set. I was trying to go from 1 to 50. I never made it to 1 to 50, but this one fits into my 1 to 50 Wolverine collection. So I was kind of happy to pick that one up for $2. Then I found a whole bunch of X-Men 2099s, and there's some things that in 2099 that I've been wanting to fill into my run, and I just completed my whole X-Men 2099 run, I believe. I picked up number 7, number 6, number 14. Actually, I don't know how I grabbed 2 copies of 14. I only needed 1. I guess I was just happy to grab them. This one was a pretty cool cover. 29. It reminds me of another X-Men cover. This one's 34. I believe that's what it said. Yeah, X-Men 34, 2099. Next to the last issue. X-Men 2099, number 28. X-Men 2099, 19. 2099 X-Men number 24. And I just like that. It's just 90s goodness, man. These things are just things that I didn't have. And I've always been collecting X-Men 2099, and I never see them a big bulk of that. Here's number 23. Here's 21 and 20. That's a wild cover, man. Here's X-Men 2099, number 31. We're getting into the last. Here's the X-Men 2099, 32. I think I did get a 35, or I already had a 35, I believe. Here's the X-Men 29, 33. Here's the X-Men 29, 30. This is pretty neat with and those guys at the side. Oh, and here's the comic capsules that I grabbed. These are pretty neat. Let's take a look. I took this one already out of its bag, and you know, it just pops open like that. It's really, really neat. You just pop it open versus your your normal top loader. You know, it's kind of, you know, you got a flimsy top loader. You know, this one's a lot more solid. You know, by looking at it. Let's take this out. It just has some instructions. You go to the website and you can print your labels and put the labels on your comic book capsule, you know, right here if you wanted to. It kind of looks a little it's as clear as a top loader. You know, you can see through both of them. Even though when you flip it over, it kind of looks like it has like a different shade of plastic on the back. But we're not really worried about the back side of the plastic. How it's made, it's like acrylic. Here, and you can pop this out because it has like a little tab right there that goes into these plastic tabs on this acrylic piece. And that's how it's made. It's a 2-piece system. Unlike it's like this one's like a sandwiched 2-piece system here, like a flimsy thing. This one's a more solid. It has more of a solid thing, and you can just pop that back into place. But yeah, when I first thought about it, it would have like acrylic back to it too, kind of like a slab and a little bitty thing, but it doesn't. But you can put your comic in there raw, without a bag and a board, and it fits real good. I'm going to use them when I go to the Comic-Con in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. I'm going to put some comics in there, and hopefully I can get them signed by a comic book artist, and I can just get them to sign, and I can just kind of flip it back in there and put it in my backpack, and maybe it'll protect it better than a flimsy top loader. They also can go in with a bag and a board. Let me slide this Wolverine out of here again. Put it in this bag and board real quick and show you what it kind of looks like in a bag and a board. And this is the modern size. They also have a silver size that I'd be really interested in picking up. But there, yeah, if that was your favorite comic, you'd put it in a comic capsule, and you wouldn't have to get a slab. It's pretty solid. I haven't done like a drop test, but yeah, it's not. I don't think it's gonna bust apart, you know, or crack. I mean, it probably will crack eventually if you drop it high enough. But other than that, these things are pretty swell. I'm looking to buy some more of these next time I go up to Arnold, Missouri. They're pretty dang neat. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and love you. Bye.